primarily photosynthetic beings. It's we process light in order to get all the biochemical reactions.
Right.
So nothing works on our body or anything else without light giving the okay.
Right.
So basically, our own neurotransmitters, especially the pineal gland, is the light processor. It's like the heart of our computing.
Right.
And this is how everything's controlled from this. So there is not very much sense in trying to do things only on a physical level, on a biochemical level,
Yeah.
without addressing the very deep level.
The deep root of it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And that's where light comes on.
That's right.
So in reality, light controls all functions, no matter whether physical, emotional, mental, spiritual. At the end of the day, I mean, in 10 years from now, all health is going to be light-based. It looks like a science fiction now, but we have the technology, we understand how light works, we can harness it, and we can direct it in any way we want.
Yeah.
So anything has to do with health, we're going to be based on light. And we're kind of see that.
So a little bit like people have been using sound frequencies to heal people.
Sound is probably the second level below light. Very deep.
So light is
very deep,
is the top.
But light controls everything.
Okay.
There's no electron that's going to do anything and form an atom without light being triggered by light.
That's it, yeah.
So there is no nucleus that could be formed on any level, anywhere, universally, without gamma rays actually giving the okay. So light's in the heart of everything we are and we do. And even on a global scale, on information is going to be all light-based. We're not going to have transistors anymore. No electromagnetic frequencies anymore. Everything. They have already developed.
The world is moving so fast.
Exactly. So we're going to have light computers, and it's not science fiction anymore.
No.
They have done it.
Wow. And aren't you one of the first people on this island, at your sanctuary, to have this program that people can come and enjoy and make themselves better?
Yeah, we've always been, kind of a research freak. So I keep going and pushing the envelope to the edge and see what's beyond that and what's beyond that. It's just like information which in the beginning I perceive, and then I research and I wait until they're ready.
Ready, yeah.
So now we are ready to do work with light.
Yeah.
It's not anymore a new age therapy or something which is kind of intangible. It's very, very tangible. We know exactly how
scientific almost. Scientific,
exactly scientific. Information technology always going to be light based. Both hardware and software are going to be based on on light frequencies.
Wow.
And this is not something it will be. They already know how to do it. They just need to bring it to scale.
I've had a few of those biophotonic treatments, and I must say, my insomnia has got so much better.
Yeah.
So much better. My sleeping, when I first got here, my sleeping was all over the place. It has been because I travel so much.
Yeah.
I think that's why I can't sleep, because when I go to bed, I'm thinking about everything too much. So I really do think the biophotonic has really calmed me down.
Yeah.
Really, really calmed me down.
Yeah. It's because the neurotransmitters, they get balanced. Yeah. Especially serotonin and dopamine, they get balanced.
Wow.
And they control the hormonal system, and the hormonal system controls every other thing. So the neurotransmitters and the hormonal system are one thing. They work as one system.
Yeah.
And that's definitely where we need to plug in.
Yeah.
Because then everything else heals itself.
Okay.
So we try to get to the top of the pyramid and insert that, and then everything else does by itself.
That's right. So we heal get to the root of the cause, as you're saying, and then everything else will follow in healing.
Yeah. So, and it's irreversible because it takes so much more energy to toxify than detoxify.
Yeah.
And once you start and you kick it off, then it doesn't reverse.
Wow.
So the benefits, especially from the light therapies,
Wow.
are irreversible. They're
Irreversible.
subtle.
Yeah.
Cannot really see them in the beginning exactly. You see
Yeah.
some, signals,
Yeah.
but you know, you're not going to become the same person you were before, even if you try.
Okay.
So that's the idea.
Well, hopefully for the better.
Yes,
That's
of
what
course.
it's,
Yeah,
it's all for the better, isn't it?
Yeah,
What's going on here? What
exactly.
you got going? I mean, it can only add to the feeling better mode, can't it?
Exactly.
You
Feeling
know?
whole and feel
Yeah.
fulfilled and feel content, and
Yeah.
that's what we're all striving for.
So that serotonin and dopamine, it must work too, because I feel so happy. I feel so on top of the world.
Yes.
So Mel, I was thinking, why don't more young people do this? I mean, I think they should. I don't mean young like teenagers, but people in their late 20s, 30s, who've got to a stage in their life where they think maybe they've got to start looking after themselves and prevention is better than cure, or, you get to that stage in your life, you think, I
Yes.
I want to grow to a grand old age and be
Yeah.
healthy.
Absolutely. This is probably the best point in this.
Mm.
When we started 30 years ago, 27 years ago, the majority of the people were actually young people.
Oh,
They were like, the average age was about 30, 35.
wow.
And people were not coming to do detox because of weight loss or because they had a health condition. It was prevention, pure prevention. They could actually sense that there was a good idea and the best investment they could do for themselves.
Yeah.
Because of everything that's happened over the last 30 years, young people have lost kind of the way and the
Yeah.
information about this. So it's an excellent point
Yeah.
to try to get this message to younger people
Definitely.
that they have
Yeah.
already know that something is wrong. They just don't know how to get it back together.
That's right.
And
How to get their life back in order.
Exactly. Yeah.
I mean, I've got to say, this whole program, it kind of does get your life back in order, because straight away when you're given the schedule, you can't believe it, because there's so much you can do or so much little you can do, but if you really want to go for it, you do everything. And it's not only that you have to do it, you've got to do it for yourself. It's not
Yes.
like you're telling people, oh, you've got to do this time and this time and this time. At the end of the day, you tell people this is how you would do it or how you think they should do it, but it's up to the individual. But I've got to say, after a few hours of following your program, I got so into it and I enjoyed the routine that it gave me, and it kept me busy. I wasn't only keep thinking about my ailments or my weight or my stress. I was just thinking about getting the next herbs down me or the next photonic session that I could have, you know?
Yeah, that's true. This empowering in a way.
Really empowering,
Like,
yeah.
It's just like, and you just follow this and you get out of your head and then you just follow this and the body speaks by itself and adjusts itself. Talking about the young people as well, especially young people worry about, the COVID vaccines or, parasites or, this is probably the best thing they could do.
Yeah.
Because it resets the whole system, cleanses the spike protein, and leaves the messages that they regulate again back to the original state that we are.
I think that's a
So
really
rather
good
than
point.
worry about what would be the consequences and the side effects that is created, there's something you can do about it, and it could be really powerful and effective.
Another good reason to come here and detox is to get rid of all that nasty stuff that we've been putting in all those nasty injections that we've been having.
Yeah. Rather than worry about what could be the consequences or would it be, just be proactive. Do something that would definitely help. And that's it. And young people can get their life back now. They don't have to wait to become like the next generation, the previous generation,
and so forth.
Because they can see where they are. So do they want to live the life of their parents? Do they want to be as sick and as dysfunctional as their parents? Probably not.
I know. And don't you think certain diseases are on the rise as well?
Exactly.
They really are, aren't they?
Exactly. And it's happening faster, happening more frequently, and and worse.
Yeah.
So you can prevent. Why not?
Why not? Definitely. You know, I was a little bit sad when I got here, obviously. I've left a few problems behind, but I feel that since I've been here, they're solved. That I've solved them, you know.
Amazing.
Yeah, I feel great, and I'd like to thank you so much.
Good.
Oh, you're magic. You're magic. Oh, get over it, gang. I can't tell you how I feel. And this man is a genius.